I don't know what they're worried about. I see no problems with the show just going on, as is, pretty much, yeah. Our next guest has been called the Cinderella of country music. Well, if the shoe fits. She went from humble beginnings in a small Kentucky town to becoming one of the world's most cherished entertainers. She has written a brand new book. This is it right here. And tonight, she's here to tell us about it. Please welcome, I love her, she's nuts, Naomi Judd. How you doing? You look great!
Oh!
You are ravishing.
As your mom and him. Winona
My
says
mom
this
bought-
is fashion forward.
Fashion?
That's what they call it out in L.A.
Fashion forward?
Yes, when you have these colors that don't come in nature.
Yeah, that doesn't come in nature. Well, what about your hair color? Now that's nature. I see that. It's redder than it was last time I saw you. I love it.
Lucille Ball.
Now, do you and Y have like a battle of the shades going on or something?
Yes, we do.
It's getting redder and redder.
My hair's redder than your hair.
Let's talk about your book here.
What book?
Naomi's Home Cooking. Have you read this yet?
You got cheese.
Oh, not only do I have cheese, I have pig parts.
I noticed.
Check this out. No, really. Come on, come on. Now you've been around pigs.
I give these to my dogs, actually. Woo!
Do you believe that? Do you give these to your dogs?
That's a 10 on the stinkometer.
What part of a pig does that come off of?
You don't want to know.
Okay, fine. And here I am handling it. Good.
We have to come up with a food name for you. You know, I give everybody food names, like Winona's Winona's sweet tater. Ashley is sweet pea.
I'll be pig part.
No, I think Paul has to be pig part. Maybe you can be chuck roast.
That'll be all right.
You like that?
Yeah.
Or ham hock.
Okay. It's your interview. Just go. Yeah. Now,
Rosie O'Donnell is my ring ding daughter. She eats ring dings.
Ring dings?
So I said, you want me to call you ring or you want me to call you ding? But
I like chuck.
You like chuck roast?
Chuck is good. Chuck roast, yeah, that's fine.
You know that we do this on the road. We all have code names so that people can't pitch us songs 24 hours a day.
Yeah, they call you hotel room. I could tell you mine, but it would give it away.
Blow your
I'd
cover.
have to pick a new one, yeah.
You can be Mike Raffone.
Mike?
You can be Mike Raffone, microphone. Or you can be bend over and I'll be Eileen Dover.
You be Eileen? Okay. Okay, thank you very much.
Winona just changed hers. I can tell you all now. Last year she was Polly Esther.
Now you are a great cook.
It's twoo.
I would normally dog you about writing a cookbook and not spending any more time in the kitchen than you do, but I have seen you in action in the kitchen, and it's something. The lady really actually knows not only what she's doing, what a lot of other people are doing. You really cook very well.
I've been cooking since I was 17 stinking years old. You know, I was a wife and a mom my senior year of high school, so been there, done that, got that T-shirt. But my mama was a cook on a riverboat on the Mississippi, and she's, true story, the best cook I've ever known in my whole life. Yeah. And her grandmother, Cora Lee, ran the most popular restaurant in our small town, so I think someday they will discover the cooking gene.
Yeah. And you got it. Winona, I'm not thinking she's got it. Maybe Ashley
Actually,
has.
she does.
She makes that Mexican thing that's not bad, but that's...
Winona's a fabulous cook. That's 3 words, fabulous. Yeah? But Ashley's there too.
Yeah.
Now, and Ashley's a vegetarian. Winona's just a vegetarian in between meals.
Okay.
But I love to cook. And I encourage, your stage manager likes that.
I like it. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Came up with that. But the real reason I wrote the book, well, I have to say, in all seriousness, that having been a single working mom my whole life, these are all really easy.
Yeah.
I mean, for the domestically challenged among you out there.
Even I could cook some of this stuff.
Even you.
We're going to try it here in a little bit. I'm looking forward to this.
This is about as easy as it comes. Hey, I know all your people. How's your mom and them?
Come on in. Yeah. We're going to interview the stage manager now. It's a fascinating guy, actually. He really is.
But I've been cooking so long, and this is like real food for real people who are real hungry. Yeah. This is great all-American food. But Ashley's dating Michael Bolton, who's a vegetarian. Did you know she's
I knew
done
there was
all-
something about him I didn't trust.
Yeah, he cut his hair. He looks great. He's a good guy.
He's a vegetarian?
Yeah, he is. He's actually been one for
Why do
about
you think
20
God made
years.
animals anyway? They're so good to eat.
Well,
You know, I mean...
that's a touchy subject. You know,
well,
I've cut down
I
on
opened
red
it.
meat.
Go for it. Have you really?
Yes, the average American, I don't know who this person is, but they eat 65 pounds of beef a year, so...
65 pounds of beef a year?
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Yeah.
But this cookbook has a lot of ways that you can cut down on all this stuff. And it's got a lot of health tips in it. I've been doing research for 7 years.
So you think this would make me healthier?
I think you're a pretty healthy guy.
I'm fairly healthy, but...
I'm going to ask you a question, though.
Okay, go.
Do you all have dinner at night? Do you and Amy and the
We do.
kids have dinner?
Yeah, that's kind of the law.
Yay! Good answer.
Well, I mean, honestly, many times I will run out of here quicker than I want to because I like to stay and, you know, sign autographs and stuff and make everybody feel
Clean
like,
up, lock up, put the cat out.
And I scream home because that's a very, very special time.
You're a good guy.
Well, no, I mean, it's a great thing. That's some of the best memories I have with my family growing up is at the mealtime. That was it. Sunday dinner, you know.
Can we have a show of hands? How many of you all have supper with a significant other?
Yeah?
Oh.
That's a bunch. See, we have fine people
That thrills
here.
my soul. When I was growing up, you know, I was at home for 17 years, but not once did I ever eat in my bedroom. We ate meals every single night together, and that's what Winona and Ashley and I still do.
Yeah.
We were together over the weekend in La La Land out in Hollywood, and we stayed in the same hotel and we ate together.
Yeah. Now, there's not only fine recipes in here. There's some great photographs. Do we have that picture of Winona in the?
Ruh-roh.
I want the one where apparently there was a little fight broke out.
The one where she's not wearing
There
any
you go.
makeup.
Now, what's up with this? Is it a little more fun than we meant to have there? What's
She's got
going
a little
on?
frosting on her, doesn't she? A little cake.
Do you guys
Little cake
break into a
action.
food fight now and then?
We've been known to.
Yeah.
You know the difference between the Girl Scouts and the Judds?
No.
The Girl Scouts have adult supervision.
The other thing in here that is fascinating to me, and can I take time to do this? This is very cool. You've got an excerpt from a 1950s high school home ec book, How to Be a Good Wife. They actually taught this
Can you believe?
in school. Have dinner ready, prepare yourself. Take 15 minutes to rest so you'll be refreshed when he arrives. Clear away the clutter. Oh, yeah, okay, fine, thanks. Prepare the children. Take a few minutes to wash the children's hands and faces, comb their hair, and if necessary, change their clothes.
They are little treasures, and he would love to see them playing their part.
Right. Don't greet him with problems or complaints.
Now, feminism is the radical notion that women are people.
Yeah. I'm there with you. And you have a sort of a rebuttal. You've got some seminars for
There was
men that you've
nothing
put together.
in there about men.
And then we need it.
So I came up with mine.
Because this is, I'm sorry, I mean, I'm fairly progressive, and this doesn't even sit well with me.
I don't do June Cleaver.
No. But course number 1, you can do housework.
This is seminars for men.
Seminars for men. Course number 2, PMS, learning when to keep your mouth shut.
The women applaud.
Course number 5, parenting. It doesn't end with conception. Thank you very much. Okay. Course number 6, how to put the toilet seat down.
That's a biggie.
Can I tell you? I can give this seminar.
I'll bet you can.
I can. I have a wife and 2 daughters, and trust me, I've heard the scream enough times. that middle of the night descending into the well. Help me, oh my. Yeah, you learn that one pretty quickly. And course number 7, the remote control, overcoming your dependence. These are great.
My favorite one is
Oh yeah, course number 10. Go ahead.
how not to act like an idiot when you're obviously wrong.
Okay, thanks. Fine, that's it. You're right. You're right. I'm wrong and you're right. She's right, I'm wrong. But I'm right about this. We're going to cook in a minute, and you don't want to miss it. We're going to have fun.
Me and Chuck Rose.
That's right. Right after the break, we're heading to the kitchen for a recipe even Gary could make.
cooking, folks. This is like a Thanksgiving thing we got going here.
You should have been playing Hey Good Looking, What You Got Cooking.
Oh, well,
For that song. Oh, well, actually, he was playing Stand By Your Man, so
See?
we can do that, too. I get it.
Okay.
I get it. This is for Thanksgiving dinner. Now,
I'm already underway here, and I'm going to take notes.
Okay.
We want them to rush out and
Would
grab...
you also sharpen my pencils and bring me some coffee?
Yeah, I'll do that. Whatever you need. I'll clean up the kids before you get home.
I like
Whatever
this
you
role
need.
reversal.
So this is the book you need, but just to show you how easy this is.
Hey, now, wait a minute. This sucker's on.
No, it's
You're
not.
cooking the
No, it's
cookbook.
not on. It's not on. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. Okay. So let's cook. What do we do first?
All right. Now, this is for Thanksgiving dinner.
I don't think
This is the
one's
exact
on.
menu for Thanksgiving dinner from the Judds. This is our traditional menu. First
Should
thing
I
you're gonna...
stir this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. What's this?
Shake and stir.
All right, I'm
So
doing
this
it.
is the first thing. You put a little bit of butter.
And what
in
else
your
in here?
skillet. We got
Onion?
chopped up onion and celery.
Okay.
Okay, now you're going to cook that for about 10 minutes. Then what you do is I make my pinto beans and cornbread a couple of nights before. So I take my old cornbread, you know, and do it up like that. And you've got day-old breadcrumbs also.
You have to make this sound occasionally,
Yes.
just to let people know you're in there.
Sound
This has
effects
been
are
about
good.
10 minutes. Do I put this in here now?
Well, a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. Now, actually, what you're going to do next, of course, the first thing you do is wash your hands. And why do we wash our hands?
Because we want to, because cleanliness is next to godliness?
No, it's not. I looked it up in the dictionary, and cleanliness is next to some succulent plant called chlamydia.
Okay.
But anyway.
Oh, hang on a second. Now
book-
that,
The book is
that's a
on fire.
cookbook right there.
You're a nut. I told you.
That is a cookbook. I'm sorry.
You're a nut.
I am sorry. I thought I was heating this one up. Sorry,
See,
my
the
bad.
two of us together are mixing.
And it makes a fine target. Okay, what do we do now?
Woo!
Onions, celery, butter.
So that's cooking for about 10 minutes.
10 minutes, got
Okay,
it.
but now the real reason you wash your hands is because Jesus and germs are invisible, but they're everywhere. So wash your hands.
Hang on,
and say your
Jesus
prayers.
and germs. I got it. Now
Okay,
what?
now we've got chicken broth. You can use the drippings from your turkey,
Cowardly broth.
or you can actually use your sweet Sioux chicken broth, which is what I'm using tonight.
Sweet Sioux
And
chicken
since my
broth.
hands are nice and clean, I'm going to take off this
Ready for this
expensive
now?
jewelry that Liz Taylor loaned me. Thank you, Liz. Now wait just a minute.
Okay, well-
You're going to crumble this up.
You got to make a
bit.
mess, right?
Wow! I like this stuff. I'm telling you, girls, cooking is so relaxing and it's so creative. Get in there. Roll up your sleeves
There we
and get in
go.
there.
I like this part.
Before you do this, take off all your rings and send them to me.
Oh, really?
Now, you don't want to put in too much chicken broth
Okay.
because that'll make it glumpy.
Right.
You know, we have all these great culinary terms. You don't want it glumpy.
We don't want it glumpy.
Now you're going to put in that stuff.
Okay.
So
Well, stand back. She's coming. There you go.
Pretend that you've been cooking that for about 10 minutes, okay? Now you got that looks like marijuana. What'd
No,
you
it's
do?
not.
Is that, I guess it's rosemary.
No.
Okay, all right.
No,
I'm
trust
gonna
me. I lived
you.
through the 80s. That's not marijuana.
I'm putting in a little pepper.
Do I put this in here? All of this?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
You know, just like the Judds we had our greatest hits albums that had all our number one
You know what? I
singles
could be
on
wrong.
it.
That may be. I'm not sure.
Well, instead of brownies,
No. Stop it. Quit it.
put a little salt in there.
All right, there you
This
go.
is actually, so
That wasn't much.
artistic. Now, this is sage. This is really what makes it. But this cookbook is really the greatest hits of all the Judd generation of recipes. Okay, now.
Flair. I got a little flair going there. Did you notice that?
Come on, let's get manual. Get in here
All
and smush that up. Ooh, doesn't that feel hot?
well, it feels hot, actually. It's,
So this is going to be your dressing. You're going to bake this. I'm going to add a little bit more. You don't want it
we don't want it
to be
glumpy.
too moist. Glumpy's not good. But
Oh, come on. Put some in it. Let's go.
so that's good enough.
See,
there.
this is my problem in
There
the
you
kitchen.
go.
When it calls for like this much, I figure why not go ahead and just double everything. And it just turns into a mess every time.
More is more. Actually, you could be like a jolly mad scientist and pretend the kitchen is your laboratory.
Right. Okay.
But just use the cookbook as a guideline. And I keep telling you girls who've never cooked before, like maybe you've got the in-laws coming over for Thanksgiving dinner, go ahead and
Something else is cooking.
use this. You're doing it again. Gonna set off the smoke detectors in here. All right, Chuck Roast. Okay, so.
Is that what happens when it's all said and done?
This is the best dressing recipe. Y'all have smell-o-vision?
Hang on. Here, we can get real close.
Have a spoon
the closer
for
they
you
get to walk up very, very closely to your television. Take a deep breath. Can you feel it? Oh, yeah.
So this
Can
would
I
be
eat this?
great.
We don't have any forks.
You could, why don't you just use this? There you go.
Okay.
What do you think?
That's really good.
Yum, yum, yum.
Not glumpy?
This so it has the traditional Thanksgiving recipe that Winona Nash and I will be having. You know, Winona gets to have her own float in the Macy's parade. It's
Really?
a career highlight. She gets to have her own float so y'all can watch her on Thanksgiving Day. But the other night I did a book signing in Denver at Kmart and I got to be at the Blue Light Special. I did.
I'm leaving it completely alone. Forget it. What are we doing here?
It's a career highlight. Then the other thing
Do we
you
have
have
time to make this?
is your sweet potato casserole.
Okay.
This is yams. You know, as Popeye says, I am what I am.
We only have 1 minute, so what do we do here?
You're going to add all these ingredients. It's so simple. We can do it. Speed cooking. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. You can do it.
And it comes out just like this.
Ta-da!
Hang on.
This is so good, it's like dessert. Delish.
Wow.
Delish.
That's wonderful.
Isn't that a 10?
Something else is cooking.
Oh, what are you doing now? Batter up.
You know? You would, wouldn't you?
I might.
You would, yeah.
I might.
Providing you turn on the correct burners, this is very easy to make, folks. And very good. Thank you for being here. Here, you're as messy as I am. We can shake. Thank you very much. We're going to talk to Paul and Naomi together in just a minute.
Still to come, Naomi Judd and Paul Brandt relive their nursing days.
Welcome back. Thank you very much. You signed?
You see what I wrote?
You know, because I wouldn't be able to tell that this was mine if I didn't have it signed. Thank you very much.
See what I wrote in there?
Hang on. To Chuck Roast. Gary, I love you more than fudge. Naomi, thank you very much.
That's saying
That's
something.
saying a lot right there. This is amazing. You got to try some of this, Paul. You know, this would make a fine Christmas gift. Can I say that? Can I say that and it'd be okay?
You can.
This would be a great thing. Grab this. Your mom will love it. I promise. That's good. Now, you guys have something in common that I thought it'd be a shame to not discuss it. You both spent a good deal of time in the nursing industry.
That's right.
Now, what did you do exactly?
Primarily, I'm a registered nurse. I work primarily in ICU. You guys see ER in Chicago Hope. That's like the trauma unit. It's pretty heavy
No, I
duty.
got a chance to go and be on ER. Not
You
on the show.
did?
I wasn't actually one of the actors or anything, but I got to hang with them on the set.
Wow.
And hang out. They took me through and they quizzed me on my nursing knowledge.
You all
and-
just talk among yourselves.
Yeah, that's right. I quizzed them on their country music knowledge, and they did pretty well.
Really?
They did very well, yeah.
See, now, Paul and I are pretty
Go ahead.
strange because we both know what a fecal impaction is, and we
Whoa,
both...
hang on. Occasionally, the host has got to jump in. I believe that's my point right
And
there.
we
How's your
both
food
have,
there? Is that good?
There's not a chance that this will cause that, is there?
and we both have Garth Brooks' home phone number,
Yes,
so
sir.
it's
There you
kind of odd.
The thing with,
That and the pig parts, and I'm set for tomorrow, I'm telling you.
with friends like him, who needs enemas? Really,
That's true, it's true.
Now, what did
I was
you
a
do?
registered nurse as well, and I worked, we had an ICU step-down bed on our unit, but most recently I took care of kids at the Alberta Children's Hospital back home, 2 years old and under, and they had respiratory and cardiac problems. And
Goodness.
I had a chance to go home recently and visit with some of the kids up there and hang out at the hospital, see some old friends. We did our homecoming concert and did this big event. part of the proceeds of the event went to the children's hospital, and it's really cool because
God bless
well,
you.
you know what's so cool, and you know this too, because you took care of people, and you take care of them in kind of I guess a physical way when you're working in the hospital. When you're up on stage, you get to take care of them in a bit of a different way, in a more of a spiritual or emotional kind of a way, and that's what I love about doing
I'm
that.
on the lecture circuit, and I talk to people about wellness and healing, and I talk about the spirit-mind-body connection. And,
This is all very heavy. I like it.
I was, well,
that's
it's
great.
part of the research I've been doing for 7 years, and I can tell that you get it. I was a weird nurse because I would go in and see the person who had the illness.
Sure.
And
Instead of just seeing the illness.
I would sneak their chart in and share it with them. You know, that was verboten. I would call them by their
That
first
means you
name.
can't do it.
I would pull the chair up, you know, because I completely knew
Sure.
that first and foremost we're spiritual beings in a physical body. We have to acknowledge that.
Now, when you go back to visit a hospital now, Naomi, does it have a different feel to you than it would have had you not been there before?
Actually, Paul was talking about going home, and in Canada, I went back to the Williamson County Hospital,
Right.
where I used to work here in Franklin. I mentored some children, and I went back to do a special Make a Difference Day event with them. And, I mean, here I was in my Barbie doll outfit, and all the girls, you know, from the lab and from respiratory therapy and the old nurses
My
I used
sister
to
works
work
out
with.
there.
She does at Williamson County Hospital?
Yes, she does.
But they all came to see me, you know, and it was just like old home wake. And of course, I go to visit a lot of people in the hospital because that's
Were you
part of what
dressed
I'm
fashion
interested
forward
in.
that day?
I was extremely
See, these are
fashion
natural
forward.
occurring colors. Does that mean I'm fashion
You're fashion backwards,
Is that what it
yeah.
is?
Did you have to wear white?
Yeah, you and I are fashion
I
backwards.
didn't have to wear white, no. Because we worked with kids, we got to wear fun stuff. So
Good.
it was really cool.
I used to work pediatric oncology, and
Oh,
frankly,
yeah,
it got
that's
to be a little too heavy.
That's difficult,
So I
yeah.
had to take breaks.
The neat thing about working in the hospital is that you get to see people get better sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it worth it. All together, it makes you want to go back and do it one more time.
Well, you were talking about music being spiritual and emotional. You can make us all better if you'll sing another
I'd
one
love
for
to.
us.
I'll go
Do you
get
mind?
ready for that.
Okay.
Sure. Excuse me.
Paul Brandt, folks. Is he cool? He's a good kid. Very, very good. Now, do you ever think about maybe you'll go back into nursing?
Gosh, it took you all this time to ask that question.
No, I'm
That's
curious.
usually the first thing that people ask me.
Okay, I'm sorry I said it. No, do you ever think about it?
Oh, just about once an hour.
Yeah.
But I'm so proud of why, you know, the individuation that she's done and the process she's gone through for the last 6 years.
No, I didn't ask if you wanted to get back and sing again. I asked if you'd going to go back into nursing again.
Oh, you said nursing. Oh.
Not judding.
I still am very much involved in nursing, actually. I work a lot with doctors and nurses, trying to get them to understand that we have got to change the healthcare system to address people's spiritual, emotional needs. It's become the healthcare industry. What does that tell you? I'm just extremely concerned that we're not paying attention to really healing people and working on their
You're
to
so
to
cool.
seeing them
you
as a
think about
whole
all
thing.
that stuff all the time. I like that. And
But
you're a
I'm
great
also
cook.
goofy.
Yeah, and you're goofy, and you're a fine cook too. This song can be found on his new CD. All I have here is pig parts. No, here it is. This is it, Outside the Frame, and the song is What's Come Over You. Please welcome back Paul Brandt.
Then I tried Tylenol PM. That's something.
Isn't she great? Hey, how about a pig part? There you go. Have a pig part. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you guys very,
Love your
very
guts.
much. Love my guts. Do you love my guts?
love your guts.
I love your guts, too.
I was standing backstage at the Academy of Country Music Award show, talking to Jeff Foxworthy and Jay Leno and you, and I was just in comedy heaven.
They're hilarious.
Yeah, even then they were funny. That was interesting. Yeah.
You're funny.
No, I'm just messing with you.
You are funny.
So what do you got coming up, Paul?
Well, got this new album, Outside the Frame. We've been touring all over the place. We're going to actually play here in Nashville at Cafe Milano.
Good.
And then we're going to kind of wrap the year up and get ready for next year. So I'm looking forward
Big
to it.
Thanksgiving
Isn't he
plans for you?
cute, girls?
He's a hunk is what he is. You got Thanksgiving plans?
I'm cooking.
You're cooking from
Why
now
not?
till Thanksgiving?
Winona and Ashley are coming in after the Macy's parade, and we're going to eat. I'm going to be on Jay Leno Friday night. So
We don't
I gotta
plug
race
other
out.
shows.
You
We don't do that,
whoops.
no.
I think Bailey wants some yams.
We got to see if this stuff is really good. Yeah, baby.
Shout down, baby.
Man, the combination between
Pig parts.
Pig parts and yams. I don't want to be around this dog tomorrow, folks. We got Charlie Pride and his family, Williams and Reed tomorrow night. Don't be a stranger. Love you, bye.
Airline transportation provided by Southwest Airlines, the official airline of primetime country. Go places, see people, do things. With Southwest Airlines, you have the freedom to fly. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom. Gary's Boots, provided by Lou Casey Boots. Lou Casey, a legend among boots. Hotel accommodations provided by Doubletree Hotel, downtown Nashville, within walking distance of Wild Horse Saloon and 2nd Avenue Entertainment District. Gary Chapman's wardrobe provided by Dillard's of Green Hill.
Captain D's New Orleans-style dinners have people talking.
That's mighty fine, y'all.